Hey everybody, this is Giroshen logging in today to bring you a little something different. What I'm doing today is I'm going to do a comparison. This is going to be a view of the Kepler S. Now the Kepler S is the B version of the Kepler ship. I am standing outside I'm in the quest. I'm basically standing outside the boardroom where I have to go in and talk to everybody and do that whole thing in case you've run the mission before. But this is a character I've barely played very much. Basically, he's running a B ship now. He is capable of C, but I haven't run any. This is a frontier upgrade that I did for this guy. And I called the piebald, and that's the coloring scheme as well. But it's a pretty decent ship. It's not going to win major awards. It's still a little bit under reactor for the weapons that I have on there. I mean, I got 4 particle beams for 12 points. I've got 2 ballistic beams or ballistic cannons for 8 points. That's 20 points right there. That only leaves me 5 points, which does not even cover the shield. So I've got an engine for 8 and a shield for 6, or my engine might even be 10 or 9. I think it's 9. So, it's a little, it doesn't quite have enough power to go around everywhere that it needs to go. But it's a decent ship regardless. I mean, if I downgraded the KE-42s to something smaller, that would get me back 2 power. I could downgrade the ship one deal, that would get me back 1. But I like the way it is, and it's not absolutely necessary that those things happen. And it's a good ship, so, but we'll see it in a minute because I've got to go fly a pirate mission anyway. But right now we're going to jump into that and we're going to get the Kepler R. So all my decisions will be based on trying to force myself to the Kepler R. So the biggest one is probably going to be the budget. We're going to jump right into the lesser budget, and then we will do, when we get later on into it, we'll do everybody has to give something up as the option. Those are the 2 options that should drive me to the Kepler R. I'm sorry, the Kepler S, which is the B version of the Kepler. So let's go talk to Jules.
Captain, greetings.
Whoop. Gonna take a wrong turn here. I'll make sure I'm in the right place here on the quest line. Oh, no, I'm not in the right place. I picked the wrong save point. I want this one, which should get me basically right there at the entrance to the room before I went in the first time. And here we look at the wrong thing again. Over designed, find jewels. This is the beginning of the quest, so here we go.
Everyone else will follow.
Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello.
I'm going to take a Hippolyta. I probably don't need to. Never mind.
Hi there. You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have...
I may speed through a little bit of this conversation. If you haven't seen all of it, then I'm sorry, but anyway, there's a lot of it's not really necessary. So those are my 3 tasks.
Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building, so we have 2 new. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want in. That sounds good to me, but remember, this ship will have fewer Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away. We need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know. I already gave my... I'd like to think so. I've thought about this. What? I never thought of it that way. Maybe I am letting my ego get the best of me. Maybe it is a bit selfish of me. Fine. I see what you're saying. Perhaps we tone down the luxury aspects a bit. Does it really need so much gold trim? Probably not.
For what it is worth, I believe that is the correct approach. Luxury should not be the goal here. Also, Frank annoys me.
Great. One problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through.
Alright, sounds good. Just tell me what to do.
Great. Just pick up a mission or two. If you take on a variety of them. In the meantime, you might all...
So, you're Walter? Honestly, I see. Regardless,
I'm just going to answer the best possible answers to all these questions, even though I'm not looking for the best possible outcome.
This is wonderful to hear. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback. Of course. But first, what pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Explorers.
Yes. You see, while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Starfield, it's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
I'm sold. Sounds like a great idea.
Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is it. See you around, I guess.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. And again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
That's right. I'm going to cut off your fingers.
Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
And God knows we don't want to cause you any problems.
It's true, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. The reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fires. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk.
Except for Ron Hope.
No frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy Mike has his little moppet could fly it. Wait, really? I was expecting to have to argue a bit more than that. I hope you're being sincere. Later, mate.
Hi. Oh. So, I was thinking, something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's... Oh, really? Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it.
I don't know about you, but I'm thinking about the ship from Spaceballs.
Actually, kind of amazing.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So,
Really?
you must have really impressed Walter for him
You
to
should
be
cut
the
off the
pilot.
man bud.
Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in you.
I think you're too tightly wrapped.
Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market. I'm glad you agreed. Later.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess. Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm hoping when the time comes, I'll be able to convince the others that's what we should go with. We'll chat again soon, okay?
Havishaw's in the showroom.
Alright, let's see. We're going to do the Ghost and Workers to Aquila. And that gives us one of each type. We really didn't have to do two, but that's okay. It's also money for us. Not that I really need it, but, you know. I'm going to walk through the ship a little bit just so you can see it.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
So we're right behind the bridge. Taking a quick look around. This is a living quarters, 2x2.
Well. Back for more, eh?
And unfortunately, she's my girlfriend. I say unfortunately, not because she's a bad person, but this is the original hab from the Frontier, as you may be able to tell. Or you may not. Excuse me, Babs. Then over here, we've got a workstation, workstation place. And there is enough room here. I could drop a pharmaceutical table, which I may do at some point. Then we're back in the bridge, which this is one of my favorite bridges. Well, it probably is my favorite bridge, actually. I like it better than the split-level bridge, and it's very roomy, and it's got the lovely piloting chair here that's easy to find. And first stop is Aquila City, going to the Trident Star Lines. I'm opening the expansion that they actually sell some Trident ships because it adds some parts that are, I think some of those parts are pretty nice. Oh, is this Trident? Yeah, it is.
Hello. I am satisfied to see that you...
Alright, and now we're going to go to any system, any planet in the McClure system, so we're just going to go to the first one. I doubt that will be where my target is, but it has happened before. What we got here? We got somebody that wants to rob me blind. Sure you want to mess with me, boy? They were going to extort me. Spacer scum. Here we go. We're all head up. Oh, I need to put one into my shields. Where are they? Oh, went to the wrong one.
I'm going in now.
Direct hit to their grab drive. Their grab drive is crippled. They're not escaping.
Target's jump drive. They've got no shields. Go get them.
Go get them. They're gone. Alright, and drop those. A couple more points here. Almost missed it. That's 1,200. That's 700. I don't care about that. And I put one there. And back to the Star Yard.
Grab drive spinning down. Systems green.
And in we rip. This will be pretty straightforward when we'll have this ship, so that's good because I mostly want to expose the ship and show you some of the things that I might do to change it. And then, after that it'll be up to you to do what you need to do for your playthrough, because I think that it's pretty important to put your own spin on a ship. And so that's what I did, but I wanted to kind of show some of the things I did because I think differently than some people. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. I'm going to quick save right here and then walk in, and hopefully we get the one we want.
Right? Everyone, this is going great. Yes,
Versatility may not be what certain customers are looking for.
so you managed to complete a couple different missions. This will give us, of course, if we build a ship like that, we may need the kitchen sink budget, but we'll see. Thanks for your... Now we just need to solve our interpersonal. You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long you've been dealing with this. I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building it. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's fair. This should drive us to... And since Walter asked you to take the lead on this, so you're sure of that? Great! Let's get ready to disappoint everyone equally. I thought it was obvious. Until now, that's how it's gone, but no one's relenting. Wait, you didn't mean actual physical fighting, right? No. Okay, everyone. It's the fairest way to do this, and okay, fine. I'll go first. I'm willing to cut some of the included hard points. It'll mean less firepower, but the consumer can still add them afterward.
You're looking at me, huh? Oh, look. I'll be easy. You know I wasn't looking for anything fancy, but if I've got to make cuts, we can reduce some of the cargo base.
I guess we can cut some of the extra sensors and data collection equipment? As long as this thing can still make it to deep space and back to no problem.
I'd be willing to give up some of the passenger space, maybe. Yeah, that should be okay.
Frank?
What? I already agreed to cut a significant portion of the luxury features. Remember? I shouldn't need to cut anything else.
Well then, that wasn't so bad. I feel much more confident we can actually build this thing. This is going great. Yes, based on the decisions you made, it looks like we're going to end up with a very reasonable ship design. I have no worries about the feasibility of manufacturing and selling it. It's going to be a smaller, sleeker, mid-range ship. I think it'll be best suited for an average consumer. Not too expensive, the ability to add a few options here and there, moderately defensible. It'll be decent for several use cases, but won't really excel at anything in particular. I hope not, but it's possible. If the ship sells well enough, the board will have... The data you gathered for us will last a while too. And I think I picked up some useful techniques from you to help. Now that we've addressed... if you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm...
Okay, go tell Walter, huh? Well, I can do that. Walter, I fixed your problem.
Everything's so new here.
And he talks about its mediocrity as well.
Alright, we're done. Cleared to land at New Atlantis.
And down we go. Alright, we'll have the ship in hand in just a few moments. And it has been 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes. So we have plenty of time to go through the ship, I hope, and show some of the things. Well, I'll show some of the things that I'd be thinking about doing to the ship. And I think I'm going to pick it up in Voli. Actually, I might go back to the Star
I
Yard.
did not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
I'm expecting big things. At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. With it. Good to hear. I figured. I've got to say I'm impressed with it. It's a bit safe, but also an elegant evolution of our past designs. I think it's going to be a great addition to our fleet. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first at the assembly for all of your hard work. Feel free to pick it up at the start. Thanks so much.
There you go. Now, I'm going to fast travel to, I think, back to talk to the Star Yard where we did all the work. Because, let's see, pick it up from the, should have that, right? Collect your new ship. Yep. And that's where it's sending us to. There we go. I know, I just blast in at full speed, and most star yards would be shooting at me by the time I got there.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Hopefully I don't screw up my crew, but if I do, I do. That's just the way it is. Let's take a look. What do we got for a crew? I have 4 people on the crew. Sarah Morgan doesn't count. Barrett and Andrasia, so I should be fine.
Captain, it is. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
Sorry, I just fat-fingered it. What you doing, Havershaw?
Nice to see you again. How can I help?
I like to view and modify my ships. And I got a new one. There it is. Okay, so there's the Kepler S. Now, it's not a bad-looking ship, right? I mean, I like it. It's nice. It's not the sharpest tool in the shed. It's got 18 reactor. That's its main drawback right now. So, also, we're running 3 engines for a total of 9 points. And if we look at the shipbuilder, we can see that it's only running a 59 mobility even with those 3 engines. Okay, well, 59 mobility is a bit on the low side. So what we could do, and what we're going to do, is we are going to see if we have any SALs, I believe they are SAEs. They're the Slayton Industry engines like this one, and we'll replace 2 and 2 and see if we can get our mobility higher than 59. So we're putting up the deal, throw down with some engines. Now these Ares DT50s are 2400 maneuvering thrust. So let's look real quick at maneuvering thrust we have now. This one does 4500. This one does 4500. I can only add those if I have Starship Design rank 4. 4500, 4500, and 4440. So that's, I can't add any more of these Novas. Okay? I could add maybe a lesser. If we go back to engines, gotta push the right button. The Nova 1020 is what I could add, and those do 3720, so I'd have to add 2 of them. It's going to increase my engine outlay, so I don't really want to do that. The 5150, I think, is the one I had. Yeah, 5110. And so the 51 or 5220 is also a B, and it's a 4590. So I'm not really gaining a lot out of that. I mean, if I bought that and got rid of this, I'm only getting 2 points of mobility for it. So you can see that the 150 points that I picked up from that, or 150 points, is not an adequate upgrade. So we're going to have to do something a little bit different. And so what can we do? Well, one of the things, it has 3600 cargo, which I know cargo is very attractive as an answer, but it's not always the best thing. The other thing is personally, I hate a rear entrance. So we are going to slide that back, flip that around, and drop that in there. Pull this out. I can go forward 1. I can put this back, and there we have that. So basically all I did was just swap this to the back and these to the front, and take this 1 piece out. So now we're down 3 pieces, and we have plenty of landing ability here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at replacing engine. So I'm going to take these away. I can always cancel everything and get them back. So we're going to do that for now. And I don't think we're going to put anything on here. As a matter of fact, we may be, you know, trying to move stuff around to make things look better. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is put another hab on top. So I can take these out. These are 312 mass a piece. 312 mass. The removal of one of them, so if I went to half of the amount of mass, drops me 1,500 cargo, but it also rises up. Well, I took the engines away already, but there are a couple different things we can do here to make this a little better. One is we can, wrong way, we can get a new reactor. We're going to want, let's see what we can do in a reactor. Since I'm level 30, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a better reactor. And I'm going to get the 102DS is 24. This one has a repair rate of 3. This one has a repair rate of 2.7. The mass is a little less with this this one. We're going to do that to get the mass down. Now this was right here, and we're going to leave it right there for now. We may move it around. So now, if I slide this in, I could take this out, move this up. And this, you may notice, is a storeroom. And I have cargo, improved cargo habs. So one of the things I can do to reduce mass will also reduce cargo by another 200, which puts us under 2,000. And I can throw that in. I don't know that I want to, but that will get me down to 1920 on cargo. So then, looking at cargo, G and cargo, we have some other options on cargo. See, this is one of the biggest cargo holds you can get, 1480, and I don't really want a 1480 cargo, but I need to have a connector here. So I'm going to go with something that gives me a rear connector, and I'm probably going to go something like 950. I don't like 950 is high. 1200 is high. That one doesn't have the connector I want. So maybe what I do is I put this in there, this in there. Let's see if I can come up with a 3-engine option. So let's see, these are 5 each, and these are 6 each. You'll see another mod that I have going on here, potentially. And then I want to duplicate those across. all 4 of those forward. Like that. Go to engines. And we had one of those 5110s. So I put that one back right there. I'm not going to do that. Put those in there, and then we're getting to a 93 mobility, and that's much better. I mean, it's not perfect, and I haven't put any guns on it yet. So now we've dropped our cargo space a little bit. That's where we're getting the mobility increase mostly. Again, I can put that one back to a storeroom. That's going to drop us mobility to 92, which is not bad either. So we lost 1 mobility from that, and we went back up to 2120. So I'd say that's a pretty good one. We'll probably lose close to 5 points with weapons, but we don't have a lot of power anyway. So notice we have a 24 reactor, 15 equipped power. So if we put 12 into it, we're going to have a 27 equipped power. So if we put 2 of the, actually I think we're just going to go with 4 par. We'd actually go with 4 par and a missile, and that would be 30, which would be 6 points, which if you take Vasco and go to Sidonia and hire Andromeda Kepler, strangely enough, then you could have an additional 2 points, giving you 26 on your reactor, making you only 4 points shy of full. And then if you pick up a neutronic fusion, then every point that you get from your skills would reduce that deficit even further. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with 12 points of weapons, or 15 points of weapons. So we're looking at Bs. I'm going to start with a missile launcher, and I think I'm going to go with this missile launcher right here, because this is a 4. This is a 3. That does 52. I think I like this one. And we'll set it right there on the comb. And then we got space for 4 particle beams. We're going to try for the PBO 175s. We don't have those. We got the PB 175s. So we're going to go with those. Put one there. One there. Maybe on the tip. Just because I'm weird and I like them there. There and there. So that's not bad. Now when we move on in our career and we're flying this for later, we can add a couple more up here. So we add, for every 2 points of reactor that you add, you can add an additional 3-point engine. So if you go up to the 28 reactor, then you should be able to put 2 3-point ballistic weapons there. So that's not bad. That's I believe the 28 is level 43 or 46, right in that range. But this should kick some serious tuchus the way it is right now. So we'll move these up. PB-175, I always put missiles on C just because that's the way I fly. And you can see that gives us 30 for 24. We already have Vasco on board, so we need 25, so we're going to be 5 points shy. I'm only going to put 1 in missile and drop 2 there and maybe 1 in engine. If I'm 5 points, I may drop 3 in particle beams and then have 1 in missile. You don't fire missiles very often, and with 1 point in missile, you should be able to get either 3 or 4 shots before you're worried about charging it up. It takes about 2 seconds to charge up enough for 1 more shot. So it's very slow firing. Missiles are slow firing, but you need lock anyway. So that's pretty good. But that's my Kepler, and just for fun, we're going to go ahead and color it a little bit because we've got these different colored engines in the back. I'm going to try and stick with the original color plan as much as possible. So we're going to go with a, if I'm not mistaken, this first color is the center of these blocks, which that's not bad, but I like a green, not very yellow. And we're going to stick with that color, and then we're going to go with a lighter green. We'll go a little yellower. That's a lot yellower. That's not bad. And we're going to keep it light, but we're going to move it a little dark, a little lighter, a little more potent. And we're going to lighten it up a little bit. Now, just so you know, on Kepler's, this section colors slightly different than this section. So with the exact same color, they look like 2 different colors. So I'm going to get close, but not all the way. So we want to be right about there. And then this will be right about there. And then this one will be right about I missed it, pretty sure. Oh, I actually hit it. Now, notice how these two are different. There's 2 different tones of color there. So I'm going to try and lighten up color 3 to match that, or as close as possible. We're going to add a little richness to the color and then lighten it up some until they look to blend together a little better, like right about in there. And then they're very similar, but they are different colors. And that's my color scheme just because I like green. You can do whatever you want with your color scheme. You can make a red stripe or a yellow stripe down the center, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's your color, it's your ship. You get to do what you want to do with your ship. Now notice the stats on this. We got 116 particle beam and a 58 missile. Very potent weaponry for a B class. You get an 820 hull, that's your health. 1198 mass, that's how much you have to push around. We lost 2 mobility, going down to an 89. We're at 2120 cargo. 570 shield, and the shield will be modified by Sam's shield capability. So with Sam as a pilot on board ship, it'll be another 57 points of shield. And if you have some shield power at level 1, it'll be another 57 points, which would be 114. So you'd be up to 600 and it seems strange. I thought we were 605 on that shield, but it's a 570. I must be thinking about a different ship, but anyway, so there it is. And that's what I would do with my Kepler. And then I usually go into flight check and rename the ship. And with the Kepler, I just give it a little indicator that this is the second version. And actually, -II. We'll do that and then confirm it, and then you have to confirm it again and enter. Now we have 5 in our crew. You can see we got a 5-man crew, 30 jump range, 24 reactor. So we're doing pretty well with this. So we're going to go ahead and make this our home ship for now. And we're going to go take a look around. Oh, where am I? He was taking me some weird place here. Alright, and starting from the chair. Yeah, okay, thanks for having something for me. Okay, so we're not in one of my favorite bridges. That's okay, I like this bridge too. It is a nice wide open bridge, but if you got people sitting in the 2 chairs, they talk incessantly. Moving back from the bridge, we have a control station, or computer. I think that's computer room. For 1 crew. Then behind that, we have a cargo, which is, this actually might be a companionway. And so to the one side, we have a captain's quarters. And to the other side, we have a living quarters. This is a crew quarter with no bed.
Need something?
And we go down a level. And this is another crew quarter, living quarter. Oh, we should trade one of those. Oh, this one has a bed. And then to the back, we have that piece that I decided to leave in. This is a cargo. And that's our ship. That's the extent. This is the front landing gear, landing bay. Then from here forward, if I change this over, I could get 6 crew. Most likely 6. Could be as much as 7 or 8. But that's it. So I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. I'll be doing another one on the other. On the other one, it'll be a different person, of course, but a different one on the other ship. I already have the ship, so I don't have to go and get it. But basically, if you want to get the other ship, you would just get the big budget and use the team building, a hokey team building exercise, and you only have to do the fighting mission for that one as well. So, in the meantime, this is Giro Shen signing off, telling you to be excellent to one another, and peace out.